Hello guys, if you're watching this video, then you should be ready to hear some complex biomechanical analysis on the running gait cycle. Now, we shall take a look at our first runner, Jiaying. Let's start from the overall movement during the running cycle. To improve the efficiency of the running, we should minimize the vertical oscillation in order to get more forward movement. In the video, the vertical oscillation is about half of her head, which is acceptable. The head is facing forward in neutral position as if holding an apple at her neck. That keeps the running form proper and reduces energy loss and potential neck and back pain. Her elbow flexion is less than 90 degrees at around 58 degrees. This excess flexion can cause stiffness and waste energy. The movement of the arm may be attributed to potential shoulder stiffness and habit. The optimal elbow flexion should be around 90 degrees. From the anterior view, we can see the shoulder movement during the running. Arm mechanisms are sometimes ignored but can play a large role in efficiency and decreasing lower body injury and imbalance. She crisscrosses her arms, which can be shown by her fist crossing the midline of the body. This is considered as a waste of energy and may cause loss of balance. The arm swing should be done along the sagittal plane like a pendulum action so as to counteract the angular forces from the leg, keeping her arms close to the body and holding her fist stably. From the full body lateral view, we can see that her head position is not in line with her upper torso, most likely because she did not lean forward as she ran. This can promote neck and back pain or even injuries. Leaning from the ankle while keeping the back straight is the optimal running form for her as it reduces energy loss. To get a more detailed analysis, we had split the running cycle into 4 phases, which are preparation, contact, push-off, and front swing. Firstly, the preparation phase. We can see that her left knee has a 148-degree flexion. This is a correct bending angle as it helps to more evenly distribute the shock impact across the leg to reduce the risk of injuries. Her left hip flexion is low at 49 degrees and should be slightly higher as shown by the drawn example runner. The larger hip flexion is recommended to smoothen the running cycle. This is because the higher flexion of the hip muscle, the greater the elastic recoil, leading to better speed favorable for running. Second, contact phase. For the close-up view, we can see that she is heel striking, otherwise known as rear foot striking. This is not a desirable form as it promotes stress upon the knee and ankle joint, which can lead to injuries like runner's knee and Achilles tendinopathy in the long run. For the anterior close-up view, you can see that the feet are rolling inwards or slightly pronated before contact with the ground. This means Jiaying likely has a neutral arch. A slight pronation during a run is desirable as upon contact with the ground, the arch begins to flatten and cushions the shock impact. The feet then rolls inwards to meet flat along the ground, causing the impact to distribute across the arch and support the body weight. Also, the contact point of her left leg is close to her line of center of gravity. This helps to distribute the shock impact of the body weight across the entire body. Thirdly, we have the push-off phase. Her right leg knee flexion is also too small, which can cause an increase in the vertical oscillation and incur additional stress upon the knee and ankle. The optimal knee flexion to keep is 90 to 125 degrees. Fourthly, we have the front swing phase. From the anterior view, we can see that her right ankle laterally rotates by 25 degrees. However, for the left leg, her left ankle laterally rotates slightly less. This increases the risk of the knees colliding with one another. This action causes her feet to step outwards during the following contact phases throughout the gait cycle. The correct form is to rotate 180 degrees forward with the whole leg in line. Hip imbalances or weakness may be the leading cause of this. Hence, she should do more hip exercises like glute bridge to prevent this. From the posterior view, it appears that her knee and ankle rotation is nearly in line with the whole leg, which is actually the optimal form. For the side lateral view, her right knee flexion is 93 degrees. Similarly, her left knee flexion is 93 degrees. Once again, she should have more knee flexion for the sake of greater elastic recoil.
Now we move on to the next runner. Let's look at the overall issues with this runner. From the side lateral view, we can see that she has a rather significant vertical oscillation. This popping up and down motion should be reduced to prevent unnecessary stress inflicted upon the knees and ankle joints. Just like Jiaying, it's likely due to too little back knee flexion and front hip flexion. As for elbow, it has a 72 degrees bend, which is near to the optimal ankle. This degrees bend is technically sufficient for the proper propulsion of the body during the run. From the full full body side lateral view, we can see that she did not lean forward but upright. Same problem as Jiang. From the anterior view, we can see that her arm motion crosses the midline of the body during every swing. This can reduce speed due to lack of forward momentum and increase energy expense, which can reduce stamina. It may also cause imbalance to the runner. The correct form should be arm swinging along the sagittal plane. This arm motion of hers might be caused by the increased space in between the arms and upper torso. The correct form is to keep the arms close to the body. Her hand posture is not in the face, but open. Fortunately, the posture is stable throughout the run. Therefore, there is no loss of energy due to wild swings of her hands. Now, we'll take a deeper look at the analysis of this runner. She also did some similar mistakes like Jiang did. First, preparation phase. From a side lateral view, we can see that the slightly flexion of the front leg is desirable. However, the hip flexion of the front leg is inadequate, which is similar to Jiang. Second, contact phase. From the side lateral close-up view, we can clearly see that she is a heel striker. From the anterior close-up view, we can see that she has a very slightly pronation during the contact phase. Besides, it is correct as for both legs' ankle rotation, they are generally in line with the entire legs. As her feet lands on the ground, it is near to the line of the center of gravity, which is correct. Third, push-off. Her right leg knee flexion is also too small, which can cause an increase in vertical oscillation. Fourth, front swing phase. From the anterior close-up view, we can see that her right ankle laterally rotates very slightly at 13 degrees while left ankle at 19 degrees. Therefore, it is generally in line with the entire leg. Therefore, it is considered optimal form. From the posterior view, we can see that both left and right legs are generally straight. From the side lateral close-up view, we can see that her right knee flexion is 95 degrees while her left knee flexion is 97 degrees. She can have more knee flexion for her front swinging leg to increase elastic recoil.
Now that we have analyzed both runners, let's discuss about some tips for proper running forms as well as habits that one can develop in order to further improve running performance. According to the runners' issues that we have picked out, both runners are actually quite similar, so actually we should focus on functional trainings, strength trainings, flexibility trainings as well as nutrition. First, functional training such as barefoot running is a great platform for building up a habit of forefoot striking rather than rear foot striking. This is because going barefoot, we naturally switch our foot strike method to forefoot as hitting with the heels will be painful. Once this habit is built up, it will be easier to run by forefoot or mid-foot strike even when wearing a shoe. Functional training is great for building up good running habits by practicing the correct form constantly. Second, strength training is important especially for those with hip or ankle weakness. Hip weaknesses are common among females, so strength exercises like elevated glute bridge for hips and heel raises for ankles can help to reduce the potential caving in of both knees during a run and reduce risks of common spraining respectively. Strength training also promotes bone mass and density, effectively reducing risks of bone-related injuries. Third, flexibility training is generally not needed for the lower body since research has shown that stiff leg muscles produce greater elastic recoil that aids in reducing energy needed to run and increase speed as well. However, flexibility for upper body is significant as stiffness in the upper body would impede running efficiency such as a stiff shoulder, and a stiff shoulder causes neck and back pain in the long run, also tire you out during your run. So it would be good to target improving flexibility for the neck, shoulder, back through exercises like neck rotation and back shoulder stretch. Finally, we have nutrition. Because nutrition helps to build up and maintain all the gains such as muscle strength and bone density you have gotten during these exercises, as well as provide you sufficient energy for the run. Taking on different kinds of drills and implementing different useful cues is also an important part of enforcing new forms and making them into a habit. Some cues that we can provide for you to probably help improve your running will be That concludes our running gait analysis video. So thanks for watching and happy running.